Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on the distal bicep tendon rupture surgery. If you're new to this video, I've encouraged you to go back one video and check out the pre-op video I posted about kind of how the injury happened and what steps I went to get to that point. So this video is 2 days after the surgery. It's Friday. Had the surgery, had the procedure on Wednesday. So I just kind of wanted to update and let everyone know how things are going. If you're looking at this video, obviously you're looking for answers, much like I was when I first started out with this thing. So, like I said, 2 days after, had the surgery at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. And it was a pretty, for me, obviously, because all the meds, it was pretty easy. Got there about 8 o'clock. They went through all the questionnaires, health history, yada yada yada. Then they gave me a nerve block. They also gave me some medicine to kind of make me relax. I don't even know what you call it, but so anyways, went in about 10 o'clock. I remember they asked me what I did for a living, and then I remember answering it, and the next thing I know is I was back in the pre-op room with all this, so pretty easy for me personally, right? I mean, they had me out or whatever, nerve block. So got discharged about 1 o'clock, got home, and just pretty much relaxed. Had an arm up in the, on the couch, with a pillow underneath it to kind of support this. So they got me in this sort of sling with a splint. So this is kind of a hard cast underneath here, more like a plastic channel that they got it in. Getting used to this thing, it was pretty difficult at the beginning because that nerve block was still there. So the nerve block lasted me almost a full 24 hours. So I got home about 1 o'clock, and I had to say it dissipated maybe about 10 o'clock the next day. So I went through the night with having obviously no mobility in the arm. It's kind of weird, you tell your hand to move, or to tell your hand, wiggle your fingers or move your arm, and can't do it, right? So had to have help obviously getting the arm situated where I want to go, and to be comfortable. Sleeping wasn't that comfortable the first night. I was trying to figure out which was best for me. I'm typically a side sleeper, so I had to find a way to cope with that, not knowing, with no feeling in this arm, for that amount of time. Last night went a little bit better. Since I had mobility in the arm, I could feel it. I kind of knew where it was, so I was able to sleep on the side a little bit more, and this kind of up, next to me a little bit. So it is cumbersome, but you got to do it. You got to deal with it, right? Because you got to get this arm, it's got to stay completely immobile so you can, so it can heal underneath all that, the cutting that they did to get in there. So the pain, to be honest, hasn't really been that bad. I've only had to use the painkillers a couple of times, and it's been right before bed. I'd use those, so not too much of an issue there. I'm trying not to use them at all if I can. So I've only used maybe 2 or 3 doses at the most. So pretty happy about that. If there is pain, it does feel like you just got done working out 2 days ago, and you get that feeling from your bicep. If you work out, you kind of know what I'm talking about, where you just get that sore feeling to the day after or the next day after. So that's been what it is. So I've been trying to ice it a little bit too, as best you can. Obviously the biggest thing is can't get this wet. Showering, gonna have to do that at some point, probably here today. So I showered Wednesday, so Friday, every other day I'm gonna try and do that. So putting a bag over this, and just taking care of it that way. Dressing hasn't been too bad. Like I said in my first video, I think I went a couple days with trying to use this arm or not use it to kind of get ready to be in this, and I'd recommend doing that too. If you're looking at this as knowing you're going into a surgery like this, just try to take your arm and just act like it's not there and try to do your daily activities. That's kind of what I did. So hasn't been as bad as as I thought it was going to be, but it's still it is debilitating at the end of the day. So just want to give you a quick update. Hasn't been as bad as I thought, except the annoyance of this. But and then the first night trying to figure out how you do with this whole thing with the numb arm, that kind of got to be kind of a pain, but subsided now. Just trying to make myself comfortable during this whole deal. It's kind of the biggest thing. So I'd stress out there to find out what works for you when you're going through this. Don't get frustrated with it. You just got to work through it. Hopefully you got a support group around you to help you kind of get settled, at least for the first 24 hours. So yeah, I'll probably post another one here. I go back to the doctor on the 27th, so I'm going to be in this hard cast, well, splint, I should say, with this, I don't know what you'd call it, sling. Jeez. So the splint with the sling here till the 27th. So about a week and a day, I'll be in this, and then I'll be in the brace. So I'll probably post again next when I'm in the brace. I don't see things changing much as far as going the other way. I'll probably get better, so maybe not much to talk about, but I'll kind of detail going into that and then what the next steps are after that. So again, my name is Frank. Hopefully you're getting the answers you need out of these videos. Again, if you're here, you're obviously in some sort of pain with this distal. You searched it, so hoping I can answer any questions that you have, or this video answers questions. So take a look at the first video. If you stumbled upon this one, kind of give you the backstory, and then kind of use this after your surgery to see how things go. So appreciate the time. Take care, guys.